Good afternoon, friends. Now, in this class, we'll continue the transients in time domain. So, I would like to give I would like to deal few sums based on that time domain only. For that, actually, in this lecture second or third, I dealt about initial conditions. That means at time t equal to 0, how the inductor capacitor work, and at time at steady state how the inductor capacitor worked. Now in this we'll deal in this lecture. This is lecture 12. In this lecture we'll deal about the condition of inductor capacitor time t equal to 0 plus. So at t equal to 0 plus, that means at t equal to 0 plus, how the inductor capacitor works. So in this base only we'll solve few problems, and later we'll switch to Laplace transforms. So in this initial condition problems, that is transient initial conditions problems. So these problems which I am now dealing now is said to be initial condition problems, or transient state problem. Okay. So an equivalent representation of passive elements. So at t plus, we are willing to draw the equivalent representation of the passive elements in t equal to 0 plus state. That means immediately after switch is on. Okay. So this is the element, and this is equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit at t equal to 0 plus. So as we know, for resistor R, it has no any change. So after t plus also it represents like this only. Okay, see, whatever the resistor you have in the circuit, in a switching circuit, after switch is on, the resistance will remain same only. Okay. Now for inductor, so initial state at t equal to 0 plus, the inductor doesn't allow sudden change. So the inductor behaves what? Open circuit at t equal to 0 plus state. At t tends to infinite, the same inductor at steady state acts as short circuit. Okay. Now we are dealing with only t equal to 0 plus. This inductor will behave in open circuit. Okay. So this is the equivalent circuit of an inductor at t plus 0 plus. That means if you switch on the circuit, the inductor behaves as open circuit. This is the inductor. If you place inductor, this inductor will act like an open circuit. So inductor is an open circuit. If this inductor having an initial current I naught, this for inductor, for the same inductor, for example, this inductor doesn't have any initial conditions. Now you switch on the circuit at t equal to 0 plus, the inductor behaves as open circuit at t equal to 0 plus. If this inductor having initial current, that is I naught, that means it was energized by some circuit, and we place that inductor here, then the equivalent circuit of that inductor So this inductor will open circuit, it's a common, but the initial condition of initial current will be represented like this. So the initial current will not neglected now here. So even though you switch on a t equal to 0 plus, the inductor behaves an open circuit, but you will be having a initial current I naught. So you have to remember this. That's why I kept this is an equivalent circuit of an inductor having initial current at t equal to 0 plus. Okay, immediately after switch is open. Now let us go to the capacitor. So as you know that capacitor also sudden changes, and initial condition it behaves as a short circuit. This will replace like this. So you have to keep the terminals like this. This is a short circuit. This is the equivalent circuit. This is the equivalent circuit of capacitor at t equal to 0 plus. So obviously if this capacitor having initial current, initial voltage, I am keeping the terminals like this, V0, then this will be represented with a short circuit. This will be represented with a short circuit in series with a voltage. So this initial voltage will be replaced in series with the short circuit, this short circuit. So this is the equivalent representation of a voltage source of a capacitor having initial voltage V0 at t equal to 0 plus condition. So we use these conditions in solving problems having t equal to 0 plus. So okay, so the problems which are solving by, so these are the conditions we use. So these are the conditions we use while solving equivalent, while solving the sums based on t equal to 0 plus condition. And now let us solve one problem based on that t equal to 0 plus, that is at a switch immediately acting. Okay. So I will be using this equivalent circuits now for your solving. Now the question is, the circuit will be living like this. This is the 10 ohm. This is 1.1 millihenry. The current is I going through this. Only RL circuit is given. Now at a t equal to 0 plus, the switch is acting. The source voltage is given. Now in this circuit, now the examiner is asking you to find I of 0 plus and di of 0 plus by dt and d square I of 0 plus by dt square. Okay, that means I of 0 plus means the current immediately after switch is on at t equal to 0 plus. We have to find that. For this we have to know the initial condition, how the inductor behaves. Okay. Now for t equal to 0 minus means the switch was open. T equal to 0 minus, switch was open, right? Then what is the current there? I of 0 minus. Since the I of 0 minus, this inductor is not initially charged, so at 0 minus the current through that is 0. So we have a t, whatever the immediately at 0 plus also 0. So this does not allow sudden changes. So this will be open circuited even if the switch is on. So at t equal to 0 plus also the current through the inductor is 0. So I of 0 plus is 0. That means we got I of 0 plus equal to 0. So this is over. Okay, 0 amps. Now for this, so when switch is at t equal to 0 plus, so at t equal to 0 plus, so at t equal to 0 plus, to derive this, that means change in current. We observe change in current we need to find. So for this reason, at t equal to 0 plus, write the KVL equation we have. So switches will be on, the circuit will behave like this. Now write the KVL equation. The KVL equation is minus 200 plus 10 into I plus 0.1 millihenry. So L di by dt, right? L di by dt. So L di by dt means I 0 plus I di by dt equal to 0. So that is equal to what? For t equal to 0 plus, replace t equal 0 plus, replace I with 0 plus. So minus 200 plus 10 into I of 0 plus 0.1 millihenry, L is replaced by 0.1 millihenry, d I of 0 plus by dt equal to 0. We need what? di of 0 plus. So transfer that entire thing that side. So directly we can write di of 0 plus by dt equal to 200 minus 10 I of 0 plus divided by 0.1 Henry. So this is I of 0 plus is 0, substitute that in the here, and 0.1 millihenry, 0.1 into 10 power minus 3 to take it to that side. Then this entire di of 0 plus by dt will be equal to what? 0.1 2000 into 10 power 3, I hope, right? 10 power minus 3 go outside, then this will become 2 into 10 power 6. That means 2 mega amps per second. This means I of 0 plus is amps by time. So this thing d I of 0 plus by dt will be equal to 2 into mega amps per second. So the units is very much important, amps per second, because current by time. Now we need this one. So for needing for this one, if you differentiate this equation, okay, then we'll get di of differentiating this equation. So let us say this equation is 1. Differentiating equation 1, we'll get 10 into di of 0 plus by dt. So differentiation of this constant is 0 plus 0.1 mega milli into di square 0 plus by dt square equal to 0. So we need this. So transfer that elements to that side. This square equal to what? Minus 10 di of 0 plus by dt divided by 0.1 milli. Then substitute di of 0 plus, that is 2 into 10 power 6 by 0.1 into 10 power minus 3. So the total this will become some so this one will get cancelled. No, 2 into 10 power 6 into 10 power minus 2 into 7. Let us say this is 7. So 2 into 10 power 6. So if you solve like directly, you can get divided by 0.1 into 10 power minus 3. So that will become 2 into 10 power 11. Okay, 2 into 10 power 11. This can be written as so directly you can write this di square 0 plus by dt square equal to 2 into 10 power 11. Now the units will be amps for second square. Okay, this is about finding at 0 I of 0 plus and dt 0 plus. For the same sum, if they ask you to find the expression of current I of t, then what you will do? So in lecture 6 or 7 we did that sum. Now for the same question, if he asks you to find the expression, so this is over, up to here the circuit is over. Calculation, simply what you do, differentiating this equation like KVL equation, we will find this already we know 0 amps, and for di by dt we will get this. After differentiating this, we will get di square by dt square. We complete over. Now for the same circuit, if you want to find the expression of current I, now what happens means, for expression, forget, we know that I of t equal to, so I infinite plus I of 0 minus I of infinite e power minus t by tau. This is the known equation we know, that is I of t. I of infinite means steady state value, I of 0 means initial value. So I of 0 means initial value, that after time t switch is on, if this inductor doesn't contain initial current, this will behave a short circuit, that is I of 0 equal to open circuit. So I of 0 will become 0. We already deal that. Now I of infinite means at t tends to infinite, the same circuit after switch is on, the inductor will be shorted 210. So inductor is shorted, so I of infinity will be written. So now I of infinity will become equal to what? 200 by 10, that is equal to 20 amps. So you got I of 0, I and I of infinity. Now time constant tau. So we have only R L C constant. Time constant is L by R. So what is the time constant here? L is 0.1 into 10 power minus 3 and R is 10. So time constant is 0.1 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 10. So this will become 10 power minus 6 minus 5 seconds. So the expression we'll get is I of t equal to I of infinity 20 plus I of 0 0 minus 20 e power minus t by 10 power minus 5. So this will become what? 20. So 20 will be common. So 1 minus e power minus. So you take 10 power minus 5 to a numerator, then this will become t amps. So this is I of t expression. So if you want to write the curve also, you can write at t equal to 0 means initially current is 0, so 0. At t equal to infinite means this entire term will become 0. So this I of t at t tends to infinite will get 20. So one thing I want to say is whether this circuit, this sum is only based on a t equal to 0, t equal to infinite, that is initial condition and steady state condition. Now this sum is different from this sum. This is only for t equal to 0 plus only. After time 0 plus only we are dealing with circuit. At 0 plus, what happens, slowly this after open circuit, this inductor will get current will be started storing. So see at t equal to 0 plus by dt, what is the storage is 20 milliamps per second. Per second, at t equal to 0 plus, for differentiating one time, it is what is the per second 2 mega amps per second it is storing. Per second it is storing that much current. Similarly for d square storing. After storing steady state, only how much it is getting? 20 amps. So we have to observe that the value of storage, and we have to solve the sums. The similar kind of problem which will involve the only capacitor and inductor will solve.